I'd like to call our Board of Education meeting to session at this time. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Mrs. Dare,
Here.
Ms. Anderson, Ms. Beebe,
Here.
Mr. Buckland,
Here.
Ms. Davidson,
Here.
Ms. Barry, Mr. Impagliazzo, Ms. Panzarella, Ms. Spalding. We have a quorum. Official time is 6:38.
6:38. We're going to do something different this evening because we have some items on the agenda that we need to go over privately. So we're going to be going into an executive session. Hopefully we will be completed by about 7 o'clock so we can get started on time. But we will be going to executive session, and with that, I would like to read, whereas with the Senate by Runnemede Fair Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10-4-12, requires all meetings of the Runnemede School District Board of Education to be held in public. NJSA 10:4-12B sets forth 9 types of matters that may be lawfully discussed in executive session without the public being permitted to attend. And whereas the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education has deemed it necessary to go into closed session to discuss certain matters which are exempted from the public. And whereas the 9 exceptions to public meetings set forth in NJSA 10:4-12B are listed below, and next to each exception is a box within which the number of issues to be privately discussed that fall within that exception shall be written. And after each exception is a space where additional information that will disclose as much information about the discussion as possible without undermining the purpose of the exception shall be written. Now therefore, be it resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education will go into closed session for the following reasons as outlined in NJSA 10:4-12B. Any pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation in which the public body is or may become a party. Any matters falling within the attorney-client privilege to the extent that confidentiality is required in order for the attorney to exercise his ethical duties as a lawyer. The review of an insurance. And any matter involving the employment, appointment, termination of employment, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of the performance, promotion, or disciplining of any specific prospective public officer or employee or current public officer or employee employed or appointed by the public body, unless all individual employees or appointees whose rights could be adversely affected request in writing that such matter or matters be discussed at a public meeting. Superintendent evaluation and personnel this evening in that area. Whereas the length of the executive session is undermined, however, the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education will make every attempt to estimate the time of the session prior to convening this session, after which the public meeting shall reconvene in approximately 30 minutes, hopefully less. And the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education will proceed with business. Now therefore be it resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education will go into executive session for only the above stated reasons. Be it further resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education hereby declares that its discussion of the aforementioned subjects may be made public at a time when the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education attorney advises that the disclosure of the discussion will not detrimentally affect any right, interest, or duty of the school district or any other entity with respect to said discussions. Be it further resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education, for the aforementioned reasons, hereby declares that the public is excluded from this portion of the meeting during which the above discussion shall take place, and hereby directs the board secretary to take the appropriate action to effectuate the terms of this resolution. Be it further resolved that the board secretary on the next business day following this meeting shall furnish a copy of this resolution to any member of the public who requests one at the fees allowed by NJSA 47:1A-1. Action on any item may or may not be taken in open session at the conclusion of this executive session.
Need a motion and a second.
Can I have a motion and a second that we go into executive session?
I'd like to make a motion that we go into executive session.
Naomi and Patty. We are now going to executive session. We will be, I need 2 motions to open up the regular session of our board meeting, please.
I make a motion to open up the regular session of the board meeting.
Thank you.
Second?
Hold
Second by
seconds.
Naomi. Marie first.
7:28.
I apologize too, we went a little bit longer.
It's because we all went to false, no?
We all have.
We were ready to leave.
Whoa, holy Shrek. I would just like to thank you.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from March 20, May 27th.
Wow, I second that.
All the minutes.
All the minutes, it's be work session, regular meeting,
Yes.
and executive session.
I second.
Okay, Pat was first. Marie was
Any
second.
questions?
Any questions?
Negative.
Ms. Adair?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim?
Yes?
Ms. Davidson?
I abstain, I was not present.
I second.
Mr. Pagliazzo? Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Financial reports are next.
Motion?
A motion?
I make a motion to approve the financial report for the period ending of May 2015.
Have a second?
I'll second that.
Andrew?
Questions?
Any questions here?
Roll call vote. Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Mr. Pagliazzo?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim?
Yes?
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Ms. Adair?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. All right, this is recognition of citizens, public comments on agenda items only. Please, if you have any comments to make, please give us your name and your address here in town. And again, this is only on agenda items at this time.
Hold on, take a number.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Board Secretary's report, curriculum report?
Just to review right now, for Board Secretary, we're closing up everything in the business office currently, getting ready for the auditors to come in, and getting ready for purchases for the 15-16 school year, and making sure that everything's in place for September. We do have the large projects going on, roofing project here, windows and doors at Bingham and Downing, so making sure that we are addressing each of those things. In regards to curriculum, as you know, this is the time where we update all curriculums, make sure that we're in compliance with everything where it needs to be for the start of the school year, making sure that all programs are in place. Our extended school year and Title I program have started over at Bingham, and they've been very well attended, and everything's going well over there currently.
Thank you very much. Superintendent's report?
Just a couple things on the wrap up. We did mention we are moving the pre-K-4 program from beginning in September 1st from Bingham to Volts. So we'll have the pre-K-3 and pre-K-4 programs here in this building. As Dr. McCarron said, our summer school and ESY program, or excuse me, summer Richmond and ESY program have begun. The summer projects, as far as, we talked about the roof countless number of times. Big event last night, as you well know. Had us here for a couple more minutes than we probably won't, but it was okay. I do want to say that, thanks to Mr. Bruner and Dr. McCarron and all those people who, Runnemede Fire Department, who responded very quickly. They assisted with some supplies and some equipment to help us get the water out of the gym. I'd say it was about 2 inches, Mr. Bruner.
Every bit of it.
At least, yeah. I just happened to be here.
I am also happy to say that the people we're working with as far as SJTP and the roofers and contractors, as well as the architect, were here last night to assist us in making recommendations. I met them at 6 a.m. this morning. They were here, true to their word, and they had guys up on that roof, pulling the roof. It literally pulled the roof back like you pull a sheet down on the bed. We might post that video.
We have video.
We have surveillance.
It was
Footage
actually
of it.
light.
Maybe post it later,
It was
but
light.
they were great. They basically got that down. They were able to stabilize, any of the areas in the building. They, right now, they put a temporary, basically what they call a rubber roof. It's seamed and it will protect us from any future rains. Right now, we are through the insurance claim process, which anybody's ever put a claim in for the homeowner or homeowners. It just doesn't happen overnight, but that stuff began last night shortly after the storm hit. We also had Pro came out last night as well as this morning. They're helping us dry out the building. They removed any ceiling tiles that were done. They are going to clean up the carpets in any room that was affected. They'll vacuum shampoo up the carpets to prevent any type of mold from growing in that. So they'll be monitoring that for the next several days. You have to be, if you want to go down to the gym, it's filled with buckets, humidifiers, blowers, and everything else. But I think we also met today with the insurance adjuster, and he said we did everything right. It's a great time. The timing, you never want these things to happen. However, not having kids in the building, staff in the building was a great time for it to happen. Even if we did have students and staff in the building, I'm confident we probably would have missed much more than a day of instruction if we had, just by the people responding and all the efforts. And I appreciate everybody who was here last night and this morning and everything else. And, I tried to keep the wire. I sent you an email this morning trying to update you, and I'll send those communications as well as things go on. So we'll keep meeting with them Monday and Tuesday next week to see what the damage is. I'm not saying we're in the clear. I mean, you never know what could happen with that floor, even though it's not a wood floor. You never know what could happen after everything dries up. There could be some separation with the adhesive and the glue underneath that surface because it's that all-purpose surface, but you never know. So we'll keep it in the loop.
Very good.
Thank you.
I know we have our principal from Volt School here. Any comments on anything in your report that you need to cover?
For me, no. Anybody have any questions for anything?
No?
Again, we had promotion and everything went well. We appreciate everyone who presented awards and who attended, and good end to the school year.
Very good, thank you.
We'll do it again in September.
I know some of the board members, you sit on committees. How about anything? Well, we're not going to meet from Camden County Education Services because I believe some emphasis on in that area. I report back to all of you on the New Jersey School Board Association as your delegate. We have not had a meeting since May. Our next meeting will be coming in the fall, and I will keep you updated on resolutions we'll be voting on and discussing. And Black Prospect Regional, again, Sam cannot be here tonight. She would be reporting on that. Can we go to property and transportation at this time? Have a motion?
I make a motion to approve property and transportation.
Second?
Naomi, second.
Any questions? Okay, roll call vote. Ms. Adair?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Impagliazzo?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, thank you very much. Personnel.
I'd like to make a motion to approve personnel, numbers 1 through 11,
14.
12, sorry.
Going through
14.
14, I'm
14.
sorry,
It's
14.
okay.
I'll second.
Any questions?
I have a comment.
Sure.
I would like to thank Butch. I just happened to be here through the roof incident yesterday, and he was still here. I think he has enough vacation time that he could have started his vacation Monday and then just finished it out. But he was here last night, and again, I think we as a board made the right decision, and you are really going to be missed.
Yes.
Thank you, Butch, we're gonna
Thank
miss
you.
you. Thank you for your service.
You made a lot of good changes here, and we really appreciate you.
In response to that, you guys have been fantastic, and, I can't express enough appreciation I have for all of you.
We're going to miss you.
You're a true professional. We appreciate everything you've done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Even his attendance at the meetings, which was,
Absolutely.
it's been amazing. Nope, never. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you want a mop?
Any other questions? Any other questions?
Any other comments or questions? Hold on.
Just wanted to ask.
Ms. Panzarella? Mr. Impagliazzo? Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Ms. Adair?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Before we move on to, I just want to
Please.
recognize some of our new staff members. If you could maybe stand, say hello if you wouldn't mind. Frank, you want to stand up first? Frank Hines, coming to us from Kingsway. Tell us a little bit about yourself, meet the board, or put you on the spot.
I come from Kingsway. I did grounds there quite a few years and moved up to supervisor, night supervisor, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys and everything. And I wanted to especially be here to meet the board members and everything and show my respect to you guys, and hopefully I can keep Mr.
big
to him.
shoes to
Got shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Do you
it.
like to mop at like 9 o'clock at night? Is that how
Whatever we gotta do. Whatever we gotta do.
Perfect.
Welcome,
Thank you, welcome,
Thank you.
welcome, good
I
luck.
wish you much success.
Thank you.
He'll be
Nicoletto, I'll
doing
put you-
just
I'll put you
fine.
on the spot as well. Teresa Nicoletto, who's our new speech pathologist at Baylor School.
I just worked in the Philadelphia School District for a year, and I live in New Jersey, and I grew up in South Jersey, so I'm looking forward to be working with everyone this year.
Thank you, welcome.
Welcome.
And Phil Silva, hiding back there.
How you doing? Nice to meet everyone. Just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to continue my journey to in making a difference. Feel like it's still the same ultimate goal, you know, as it was in the classroom, but just a different platform, and I thank you for that platform.
Where do you
Welcome.
come from? Where do you come
Yes.
from?
Ron
Nice.
School District.
Welcome, good luck.
Yes,
Thank you.
And welcome, your families as well. We look forward to seeing you.
yes.
We expect you at every board meeting.
It could be date night.
That's a pretty lousy.
Let's go to the school board meeting,
First
huh?
date night ever. There you go.
Yes.
They can know it.
I have to bring my date, someone else babysits them, so. Oh,
Yes, we did, okay.
I
All
cried.
right, we're gonna be moving on to our,
Excuse me, real quick, because, you know, I did this last month,
Go
but
ahead.
Mr. Wink, we appreciate seeing you at your last school board meeting in Runnemede.
yes,
Well,
and good luck as principal of your new district. Good luck.
When Mr. Iannucci leaves, we might have a position open for you. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Mr. Keeley will have that, maybe you can have it. We like to return our good staff.
Okay, under finance, we're gonna do something a little different.
I was like, when you retire.
We're gonna go through items 1 through 16, 1 through 15, excuse me, and 17 through 32. You'll understand as we move along. And I also need to add one item that we discussed this evening. That would be add an item number 33 to approve agreement with the NJSIG New Jersey School Insurance Group as our insurance provider for the 2015-2016 school year. And then we'll come back to that one item, and you'll understand why we skipped it in a moment. So can I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve items 1 through 15,
And
and then 17 through the
33.
33. I had that.
Second.
And Naomi?
Okay, very good.
Very good, thank you so much.
Any questions?
These are all the different contracts that we have to approve each year.
And then number 26, you'll see, under new regulations, we also have to state to the board in public what contracts we have. So although you might have approved them already, we still need to state each year what contracts we're renewing or
Right.
bringing forth.
And they're listed right below that. And also, under item 30, those are the grants for the coming school year, 2015-2016, various grants and the fundings that come into them.
No questions? Ms. Adair?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Impagliazzo? Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Motion passes for those items.
All right,
It's 6
under
pages.
that same category, I would like to read the following. Resolution 15-0624.
And this
Whereas,
is number 16.
that is,
It's the one we excluded from.
that's correct, yes. To approve a resolution to transfer funds to reserve accounts. Whereas NJSA 18A:21-2 and NJSA 18A:7G13 and NJSA 18A:7F-41 permit the Board of Education to establish and/or deposit into certain reserve accounts at year end. And whereas the aforementioned statutes authorize procedures under the authority of the Commissioner of Education which permit a Board of Education to transfer unanticipated excess current revenue or unexpended appropriations into reserve accounts during the month of June by board resolution. And whereas the Runnemede Board of Education wishes to transfer unanticipated excess current year revenue or unexpended appropriations for the general fund into the following accounts at year end if funds are available: capital reserve and maintenance reserve. And whereas the Runnemede Board of Education has determined that an amount not to exceed $500,000 for both the capital reserve and $500,000 for maintenance reserve, each is available for such purpose of transfer. Now therefore be it resolved by the Runnemede Board of Education that it hereby authorizes the district's school business administrator to make this transfer consistent with all applicable laws and regulations of the state of New Jersey.
I make a motion to approve number 16
Our
under.
resolution.
Second.
I'm sorry, the resolution
Patty?
number 16.
Second? Maria first.
That's our audit.
Any questions? Roll call vote, Ms. Panzarella.
Yes.
Mr. Impagliazzo. Ms. Davidson.
Yes.
Mr. Buckon.
Yes.
Ms. Beebe.
Yes.
And Ms. Adair.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next item would be curriculum, item D on page 11. I do have to add a number 4 item onto that, and that reads as follows. Approve the creation of a grade 6 through 8 multiple disabilities class to be submitted for approval to the county superintendent.
I make a motion to approve under curriculum items 1 through 4.
Through 4.
Second.
Second, Naomi?
Question. What's the program?
We currently have an MD program in grades K through 5.
And we,
So what we are doing is we're creating a grade 6th through 8th grade program as well. So that way as students progress through the grades,
we
we are
have
able to
something.
continue serving their needs.
We've had this before, we talked about this a couple times. but
Yep.
Just,
Doesn't the county almost require it now if you have
you
some of the
wanna
lower
keep, you wanna
grades?
keep your kids in the district.
In the,
So
correct.
this is allowing us, yeah. For
Very
a while- For a
good.
couple of years, we didn't have any students that went that part.
And now we do.
Now we do, so there's a transition.
Good move.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that
Any
explanation.
other questions?
Or they could take our new bus. Somewhere else.
Ms. Adair?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Mr. Buckon?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Impagliazzo? And Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay. All right, item E, policies and public relations. Before I ask for a motion, I'd just like to make a comment, real brief. At this time, we have none that are being examined, but we are going to make some changes on one of the
We
policies.
do have, we have the regulation for the grading.
The regulation for the grading, that's correct, which would, we addressed it, if you remember, at the May meeting.
Yes,
We had our
Mr.
principal
Taylor.
stand up and review on the screen, and we're working in conjunction with having it the same as the Black Pike Regional School District. Easier transition with grades and point average when they go off to high school. So now I could ask for a motion on those.
I'd like to make a motion to approve policies for honor roll pupil achievement and the grading system.
And that would be just a change in regulation, not a
Yes.
policy change.
I second.
Under policy.
Second?
Yes.
Maria? Thank you.
Yes.
Questions?
I'm a huge advocate of that.
Roll call vote, Ms. Adair?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Mr. Buckon?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Impagliazzo? And Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Finally, I'd like to call on the citizens of our community. This isn't any non-agenda items. Once again, if you would please identify yourself and your address if you'd like to stand at this time for any comments or questions. None whatsoever. That would be it then. Therefore, I'd like to,
Just a reminder, real quick, I'm sorry, our next regulars, we do have a,
As of
our
right now.
next regular scheduled meeting is August 19th, retreat, which begins at 1 p.m. We also find, if a meeting is needed in July, we would.
Okay, we'll be contacted.
We'll give notice.
Just a reminder to the board too, I don't think I mentioned this, but we try to work with the PTA as well as some other groups that are helping us out for that
Barbecue.
back to school barbecue kickoff. We're gonna probably do that the same day.
Okay.
I know most of the board members will be here, and it's tough to get
Yes.
people here
Motion.
Okay.
for that, so
That's a
that'll
good
probably
idea.
All in favor?
be in the same
That's a good
evening, your
idea.
friends and families invited.
August.
So that's a school barbecue that we do?
19th.
That would be a really good
It'll
idea.
be after,
After.
yes,
Because we started.
because it's at 1 o'clock, and it'll probably be
Yeah.
roughly 5, 6 o'clock.
That's what you like to say. You know what I mean?
Okay, could I have a motion for adjournment of this
I
meeting?
make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Maria and Pat.
Yep, we're pretty good at that.
Maria was the first one. Maria,
Always, I can't get my mouth open fast enough.
Hey, I held off on a couple there.
means adjourned at 7:48.
Okay, meeting is adjourned. Thank you.